Everybody, welcome to Just Upright. My name is Doc Jing Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I'm your foreign educated physical therapist guide to United States application. I hope you guys are doing great. So, welcome to Just Upright. If you have not subscribed yet, please do hit that subscribe button because it will help our community reach more foreign educated physical therapists. This channel is geared towards helping a fellow foreign educated physical therapist with the very complicated process to United States application, making it a little bit easier for you to understand so you would not experience a lot of mistakes that can lead to losing a lot of money and wasted time and delays. Okay, so I've been covering a lot of states, the requirements per state, depending on your nomination, suggestion of what video should I make next. So I made a video years ago about California. I might do another video for updated version of that. But California is kind of tough to get into. Number one, you cannot apply there without social security number or the ITIN number. Okay, so today we're going to discuss how are you going to apply for the ITIN number. Okay, the social security number, you cannot get that unless you have an approved working visa. You're already here. You are an immigrant or U.S. citizen. Somebody told me students. If you are here as a student, you can have social security number too, but you have to verify that. Okay, I did not apply for a student visa, so I did not know anything about that. But if you need to apply, if you want to apply to California, the alternative to social security number is what they call ITIN. Okay, and we're going to discuss what is ITIN and how are you going to apply for ITIN outside of the US, or even if you're here in the US under tourist visa, you can apply for the ITIN. Okay, and we're going to discuss that coming right up. So if you go to California Board of Physical Therapy, okay, under foreign educated physical therapy applicant, as you can see here, I highlighted here, they are very specific. It's very important. As you can see, there is a, exclamation, red exclamation sign here. You must have a U.S. issued social security number or individual tax identification number, ITIN, to apply. Okay, so again, there are so many people want to apply to California, but California is very strict. Okay, so you cannot apply to California just to apply for to have a license if you don't have social security number or ITIN. It's not true for all the states. Okay, there are states, if you don't have social security number, you can just tell them you don't have it, or they have a form that you can sign saying that you don't have social security number, and some don't even ask for social security number. Okay, so that's why if you want to really apply to California, we'll see how do you apply for ITIN. So in the modern times right now, ChatGPT is very helpful. You can find many answers to your questions, although not all of them are reliable. Okay, but this one I looked through IRS also, and this proved to be liable, and this is laid out in a very comprehensive yet simple to understand way on how to apply. So I just asked ChatGPT how to apply ITIN from outside the United States. So it says here you can apply for individual tax identification number from outside the United States with the following by the following steps. So you have to download this W7, okay, application for IRS ITIN, okay, from the IRS website, and fill it out completely. So let's look at the ITIN application form. So this is the form W7. As you can see here, it says application for IRS individual tax identification. So you have to check on the box here on the upper right corner, apply for a new ITIN, or if you're had ITIN before and you want to renew it, then you have to check renew an existing ITIN. Okay, so the reason you're submitting the form W7 is you have to check which one. Okay, so are you a non-resident alien required to get ITIN to claim tax treaty benefit, non-resident alien filing a U.S. federal tax return, U.S. resident alien filing U.S. federal tax return, dependent of U.S. citizen or resident alien, spouse of U.S. citizen, resident alien, okay, non-resident alien student, professor, researcher, filing a U.S. federal tax return or claiming an exception, dependent or spouse of non-resident alien holding a U.S. visa. If not, if you are just outside the country and you're just gonna use your ITIN, you can check other, and then you can put here reason applying for a physical therapy license, and you can also put most likely the state where you want to apply. Okay, so that is just an example. Of course, you can use your own words for that. Okay, for the name, you have to put your first name, middle name, last name, and the second line if at birth is different. Okay, so if you are married, of course, the first line will be your married name, and then the second line will be your maiden name. Okay, applicant's mailing address, so you have to put your address here with the street address, apartment number, or rural route number, the city, town, state, province, and country, include the zip code. Okay, and then foreign non-US address, it's the same as here, and you cannot use a PO box. Okay, so I would just put both of this. Okay, applicant's mailing address may be different from your foreign non-US address. For example, if you are here in the US under tourist visa and you want them to send the ITIN here in the US, then you can use that. If you have, and since you are here as a tourist, then you have a permanent address outside of the US, then you can use your address outside of the US. Okay, so the next page is the birth information. So you have to put the date of birth, follow the specific month, day, and year format, country of birth, the country where you were born, city and state or province. It's optional. Then you don't forget male or female. Other information is your citizenship at 6A. 6B is foreign tax ID, if you have any. If not, you can put N/A, not for non-applicable. Type of visa for 6C, if you have any. And you have to put the number and expiration date. Okay, if none, then put NA. And then 6D, you have to check what kind of identification are you sending with your application form. Is it a passport? Is it a driver's license? Is it a USCIS document or other? And you have to put issued by what office, okay, or what company, what is the number, expiration date, and the date of entry into the US, okay, if you enter the US, okay. If not, then you can put NA for that. Have you previously received ITIN or IRS number? Yes or no. So most likely your answer will be no because you haven't received it. Okay. And then if no, don't know, skip line 6F. So you don't have to put the 6F. If you already have ITIN and it's expired, then you have to put the information here. Okay, name of college, university, or company. Okay, see the instructions. So you have to put the name of your college and the length of stay for that. So the next line, signature of applicant. So you sign here the date and month, day, year, and your phone number. Name of delegate if somebody is doing this in your behalf. Okay, delegate's relation to the applicant, is it your parent, power of attorney, court appointed guardian. If not, then put NA over here. And then the last part, acceptance agents use only. So do not put anything on the last part. Okay? All right. So the second requirement, second step, gather required documents. You need to submit documents to verify both your identity and foreign status. The most common document is a valid passport, original or certified copy. If you don't have a passport, you can provide two. Okay, remember, two of the following. So one passport. If you don't have passport, you should submit two of this. National ID with a photo, US visa if applicable, foreign birth certificate, foreign military ID. Okay, so you have to remember all documents must be originals or certified copies from the issuing agency. So it's very important. Okay, if you want to be safe, I would rather go through a certified copy. So you have the original copy, you send the certified copies. Okay, so it must be certified. The third step, choose how to submit your application. So you have three options. Okay, number one, option one, mail directly to IRS. So send your form W7, original or certified copies, and supporting tax return if required to IRS. Okay, so this is the address: IRS ITIN Operations, PO Box 1494342, Austin, Texas 78714-9342 USA. So the pros is no additional fees. So the only fee you're gonna incur is having your document certified copies and sending it. The cons, you must send original documents or certified copies, which may take weeks to be returned. Okay, so that's why it's important not to send the original, especially if you plan to go somewhere in the near future outside of your country and you need your passport. Okay. Option two, apply through IRS authorized acceptance agent. Okay, so find an IRS acceptance agent in your country. These agents can verify your documents and send the application without you mailing originals to IRS. So in order to find the acceptance agent, okay, we will do this. Okay, we will Google it out and see and try for your country. Okay, so the pros is no need to send original documents to IRS. The cons is possible service fees. Okay, so you can do it in your country, but there might be service fee. Okay, now let's look at how are we going to find this IRS list of acceptance agents. Okay, what I did is I just copy and paste IRS list of acceptance agents. So it will, the first one is the official website of IRS. So you click that. Okay, so when you go to this page, you can click agents abroad. Okay, and then you will see the countries, the list of countries. So for example, let's do the Philippines. If you click the Philippines, so there is what they call Jim Boyd Foundation. This is their mailing address and this is their phone number. So if you're from the Philippines, try to call them and ask how much is the service fee, or if there's a service fee. I would think there will be. And if they can help you process your ITIN. Okay, so there's only one in the Philippines, unfortunately. Okay, let's go back. So if you hit, for example, India, so as you can see, there are so many in India. Wow. Okay, compared to the Philippines, we only had one, but in India, there are many choices. Okay, let's go back and see. For example, you're from Mexico. Okay, Mexico also has some. Okay, 246, at least 6 that you can call and ask if they can help you process ITIN. Okay, let's do, for example, you're from um, France. France also has some, 4, at least 4. Okay, so it's very useful here. Just go to the IRS website, okay, and see, look for your country and see where can you find people or foundation or institution that can help you process your ITIN. Okay, so going back here, the third option is apply at the U.S. Embassy or Consulate. Okay, so it says some embassies and consulates can certify copies of your passport for ITIN applications. However, not all provide this service. Check with your local U.S. Embassy. Okay, so in your country, check if they provide the ITIN application service. So pros, safer than mailing original documents. Cons, availability varies by country. Okay, so the fourth step, waiting for processing. The IRS typically processes ITIN applications 7 to 11 weeks if submitted from outside the US. Okay, so 7 to 11 weeks. So that is like 2 to 3 months of processing. You will receive ITIN letter by mail once approved. So they won't email it. It's going to be a snail mail. Follow up if needed. If you don't receive response within 12 weeks, call the IRS ITIN helpline, and this is the number. Okay, 1-267-941-1000. There you have it, guys. So one very important thing that I want you to understand is that you have to email first the state where you want to apply. For example, the other state like Nevada or Indiana, if they are requiring a social security number, you have to look at their website, because on California, they specify that or social security or ITIN. In other websites of other state board for physical therapy, they do not specify. So it is best for you to email them and ask and say, I am a foreign educated physical therapist. I do not have social security number. I am willing to apply for ITIN. Can I use ITIN instead of social security number to apply to your state? Okay. Also, I highly recommend that you read the instructions for filling out the W-7. It is available on IRS website. Read it thoroughly so that you will fill it out the right way, okay? So that you will not commit any mistake with that. Let me know what you think about this video, guys. I hope this is helpful for you. Let me know what you want me to do next, what video you want me to do next. I'm making a list based on your suggestions, and I'm doing them one at a time, okay? Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so we can reach more foreign educated physical therapists around the world. I wish you all the best with your application. Until the next video, stay blessed.